ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I want to start by thanking Minister Klöckner for putting the Farm to Fork strategy in this first council meeting. This is for myself and for us a clear indication of the importance that the German presidency attributes to Farm to Fork. So thank you once again. Over the past few months, ministers have expressed their support to the aims and goals of this strategy, and this was again reiterated today. As Minister Klöckner has said, several issues were raised that we were able to pick up on, but I wanted to once again reiterate that this is the level of political ambition that we want to place, and we need to work together in order to have more sustainable food production. The targets we have set, both in terms of the risk and use of pesticides, but also fertilizers and antimicrobials were raised today, are exactly to set this level of ambition. They are at the beginning of an interactive process, and this needs again to be emphasized with member states. And I can assure you, as I just did in the Council, that before any of these targets become legally binding, they will be preceded by impact assessments. The work has already started in terms of the pesticides reduction target. We have started the launch of a public consultation on the revision of the sustainable use of pesticides directive. But the Farm to Fork strategy represents a great deal more than a set of targets. It's a political roadmap for action. It's a call for action for all of us, an agenda for competitiveness, both within Europe but also globally. And we firmly support the fact that sustainability is bankable, and we need to address that what citizens today demand is healthy and more environmentally friendly food. So by responding to these calls, we have put forward the ambitious strategy of Farm to Fork. The rationale is reinforced by the actions that we will be taking on food security, on improving animal welfare standards, and this was raised today both by Minister Klöckner but also by several other ministers, and it was very much appreciated that we put this level of ambition for animal welfare by reducing the pressure on fish stocks, and actions that will really address with zero tolerance issues to do with food fraud. We will look particularly at food demand and food consumption, and in this context we will be looking to halve food waste by 2030 and reduce food losses. We will be accompanying this transition by proposing to facilitate the shift to healthy and sustainable diets by improving both information through mandatory front-of-pack labeling. This has already been discussed within Farm to Fork, because we need to really improve access to sustainable and healthy food products. At the same time, we do understand and we fully recognize that transition does have cost. And we should not create winners and losers. And we should not leave anyone behind. And I have been always very clear and honest and transparent that I do not underestimate the short-term potential impact on sectors. So we are committed to accompany this transition with financial and regulatory tools. Our CAP and fisheries policies will be key tools to help us help primary producers offset the course of changing practices. And the change that we envision in Farm to Fork, we all know, is not going to happen overnight. But we do have the opportunity to build sustainable systems for the future. With these words, and I know that Minister Klöckner has a very heavy schedule for the rest of the afternoon, I want to just end by saying that I'm very confident that we are in very safe and good hands with the moving ahead for Farm to Fork, dear Julia, and I personally look forward very much to working with you in the coming months. Thank you.